Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are playing with the Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot deck. It is also what I have dubbed the Tarot deck of the creepy dolls because there are definitely creepy dolls in it in strange and surreal circumstances. And they're a little murderous too, so beware. These dolls do have knives and swords and sticks and scary things that they're playing with. I don't think little children should be playing with these things, but whatever amuses you. It does come with a cute little booklet to kind of review, but it doesn't have deep insights onto the meanings of the cards. So if you are looking for that, this is not a beginner deck. You will definitely need to buy a book or use an app that has more insight to it in order to learn from this deck. The cards are jumping out, so I'm probably going to have to draw pretty soon. And if you are relying still on the symbols and imagery to clue you in on what the card means, these are also not going to give you a whole lot of clues. But maybe the card that we draw today has more clues to it than some of the other ones do. So let's see. Okay, I will say that this one does have some strong comparisons to its typical meanings and symbolism and imagery. So we have the Seven of Cups. We can tell it's cups because there's a little goblet at the top, and the seven is really clear down there. And we all know how I feel about font and clarity in what the cards are. And yes, this deck at least has that. I also kind of lean more towards decks that have the frame around the picture. I don't know if that's just because usually those are also more clearly intentioned on how they label each card, because you definitely have a space down here that you can write or have the words for that card down in there, and it's not lost somewhere in the picture. But hey, everybody's different. Some like it with the full bleed with the image all the way out. In this case, I like the frame and it's cute and all those kinds of things. And we have another Alice in Wonderland looking character. This one even is a little blonde. So Disney, please don't sue Nicoletta on this deck. There's a little white rabbit in this one too. So we've got a whole lot of Wonderland feelings coming from this card. You can see there's these little holes all over the card, and in the background there are little rabbits hopping out of a lot of the holes. Some don't have anybody hopping out. It's kind of like a whack-a-mole that maybe she's gonna capture the bunny or bunk the bunny on the head. I don't know. With the situations that these little dolls have been in other cards, I would say she's probably gonna hit that rabbit on the head. So look out, rabbit. The typical meaning or kind of keywords for the Seven of Cups are fantasy, delusion, imagination, and kind of daydreaming or free spiritedness, that kind of stuff. On the dark side of it, it is illusion and confusion. So I would definitely be confused if I saw a bunch of rabbits hopping up out of these holes and I didn't know what their intention was either. Because, yeah, some of the characters that are depicted against these little dolls, I understand why they're carrying big knives in some of the pictures. Because there's not good intent with some of the characters that are depicted with these little dolls. So in this case, I'm not sure who to trust, which again goes back to the illusion aspect of this card. And yes, usually it's depicted with a bunch of cups, and there are like magical items popping out of the cups, like dragons and castles and coins and things like that. In this case, it's just the magic rabbit popping out of the hat. I do like that. I think that the magic element and the confusion element are represented in the imagery. I think that we can see how, yes, gifts and abundance are represented in this as well. And also that kind of like don't trust what you see and maybe feeling overwhelmed are also represented in this. So I don't know. If I were to look at this card, I would definitely get, yes, Seven of Cups energy from it. I wouldn't even have to look in the little book and go, what is the meaning of this? What are the keywords? I would get all of those things from it. Maybe a more beginning reader would not get those things. Maybe somebody who doesn't understand the culture of like white rabbits hopping out of magic hats wouldn't understand that. So yeah, I would say check the book, check other books, learn the meanings of these cards without the imagery, and then move on to these cards as just a fun sort of deck to play with. I do an Alice in Wonderland tea party every year. So I would definitely bring these cards out during that because I feel like they do represent the weirdness of Wonderland and all of that. So yeah, all of those things are represented, not for beginning readers, for more advanced readers for sure, and for anybody interested in creepy dolls and surreal imagery. Ooh. All right, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!